Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is the Mac and welcome back to the channel. And this is Advance of the Reich Squad Battles, another John Tiller title. Now I have showcased this title before, quite one of the more earlier Let's Plays I did on the channel covering squad battles. I think it was right after the Grenada demo that I recorded. Anyways, so that was on my old copy from the HPS, but I've now updated a copy from the John Tiller site, the most recent version of the game, I guess. So they have made a bunch of improvements to this game on the latest patches. It's version 1.07 now, and the graphics are updated, and there's tons of more scenarios and a bunch of other improvements here and there. If you look at the site for John Tiller here, let's have a look at the squad battles here. Advance of the Reich, we have the 33 individual scenarios, I guess, from the original game. And you have, it doesn't really say here, I think, there are changes. The changes are that they've added a lot of the mods and stuff that people have made. Well, mostly from the Volcano Man. I think it says here, it should say. Well, it doesn't say, does it? Maybe if you go into the I'm going to go into the folder here, and you can see that there's a lot of new scenarios. They've taken a lot of ASL scenarios, and let's see if I can find that changes. Could it be this? Yeah. So they added Rich's 61 top-down mod. They've done that to a couple of titles, so they like that. I mean, I'm beginning to like it. I know there's been quite a response on forums and other sites about this top-down mod, but I don't know. Once you get into it, it sort of sticks to you. They have extended the graphics of the remaining Italian, Hungarian, and German and Russian vehicles as in weapons by Mike Amos. They have cover, turn box, blank box. Yeah, the original graphics files are included if you want to go back. They have the ASL conversions, the Frozen mod, and Valor of Guards add-on, a variety of documentation. So there's a bunch of upgrades, and the game does look a lot more slick than the old version. I mean, it does look pretty good. So, just to show you guys, I remember I did the Rosserine. I did that heavy tanks of the Rosserine scenario. So, if you guys remember back, if I fire this one up, you will see, let's be the axis again. And I think the Russians start off on this one, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So you can just seeing right off the bat here that the graphics are a lot more improved. I mean, the resolution of the map is better, and there's the new graphics for the textures and woods and the terrain are all added. I mean, improved. What's different is the vehicles here. This is the top-down mod here. I mean, I like it. I mean, yeah, I like it. As I said, I'm starting to enjoy it more and more. So this is what it looks like. Pretty badass. I mean, I like it. Slick. And there are a bunch more scenarios as well. I think I counted something like over 100 scenarios or something here. It's nuts. So there's a lot of stuff here to play through. Everything from like pretty small to pretty big scenarios. So that is great. So they are in the process, it seems, to improving a lot of the John Tiller titles now, as you can see on the website. They have done a lot of gold editions. I've been covering some of them. There'll be more coming. Of the Panzer campaigns, they're all updated to gold standards now, so they are really nice to play now as well. The Panzer battles, they still have those 3 great titles out. I think I've showcased all of them, but there'll be more coming because I love those games. And the Panzer campaigns, yeah, I did that. And squad battles, instead of being gold standard, they've implemented like a pretty good um, updates for them. Many of the games here are being updated as on the site, so that's great. Long live the games, man. These are good games and deserve to be played over and over again. So, right. Uh, but for this let's play, I mean, I'm going to be playing some scenarios in this for sure in the this new version instead of my old HPS version. Uh, but in this, I am actually going to be trying out a mod. So let's get out of this. Yeah. Right. I'm going to be playing a mod, and it's called Squad Battles World War II. And okay, I'm a rookie on this. I'm not that familiar with this. I actually is one of my I wouldn't say gaming buddies, but a guy that I've been playing for many years, and I did have a break from playing on play by email and online gaming for quite a while, but I'm back in the saddle again, man. And so I was actually he gave me a tip on this mod release here. This World War II mod. So it's kind of a recent big mod that's released for the Advance of the Reich. It only works with that game. So and if you go into the Blitz Wargaming Club, I can recommend this place. It's great for finding opponents to play with. In many titles there. I mean, just go there and create an account and start looking for opponents. You'll find somebody to play. I played a lot of Steel Panthers through this, and I'm kind of a rookie on the play by email on the John Tiller games. I mostly played against the AI, and the AI has its limits, as you have seen in many of my Let's Plays. I mean, it's usually usually get a victory. Maybe not in the current game I'm playing now, the Soviet-Afghan war. I'm getting my ass kicked playing against the computer there on that mission, trying to take that Mujahideen hill. But this mod, so this is pretty cool. I've had had a look at it and installed it. And it's not that hard. I mean, this here explains how you install it basically. And you download it here. And what you do is you just delete a couple of files from your original game, make a copy. Don't use the original. So I made one just called this WW2. And what is cool about this is that they've included a lot more nations. And this is an ongoing project as well. It's made by like enthusiasts and people that really love this game. So it's really worth checking out. And I know that they're going to be releasing a desert mod for this, an extension. See here, the next mod is Western Desert. So wow, when I installed this, there was like 37 scenarios, and that's pretty good to start working with. What I like about it is that they include a lot more nations that are not in the original game. I guess that's the whole point of it. So what I'm going to be doing for this Let's Play is actually play this mod, the World War II mod, against a human opponent. Whoa, yeah, man. I'm going to be playing against a human brain for once. And probably would get my ass kicked, but still, it's fun. It's more challenging, and it's... I mean, these games... I mean, these games are made for... I mean... to play versus humans. I mean, to play versus somebody who likes strategy games as well. Because any strategy games gets... I mean, that's the true test of the game. To play against somebody else who is, planning and moving and not being scripted. And that's when the fun comes in. Because you never know what the hell is going to happen. I mean, you can predict computer moves and stuff, but a human... you never know what they're thinking and what they're going to be doing. So that's what we're going to be doing here, man. I'm going to be... so I've talked to my buddy there, Ash. He's a gaming buddy from the Blitz Wargaming Club. So he agreed to play some battles. And we're going to be posting them on my channel so you guys can see some cool games and scenarios and how the play-by-email system works. If you guys, I mean, most of you guys probably know what it is, because most of us old gamers are the ones that play these games. But now and then there are some new recruits that come in and discover these great titles. So that's what we're going to be doing, man. And right, so let's see here. Let's kick this sucker off here. So as you've seen, when I open up the it's going to be a different title screen here. So let's do that. Let's open it up, and you will see. Squad Battles World War II mod, 1939 to 1945. So I guess what they're going to be doing, it covers basically the whole war here. And they're going to be adding different mods and build this system out. So you can play any place, I guess, anywhere, and all units. I mean, it's going to be great. So some good old Russian music there in the background. Right, so this is what it looks like. So when you fire up the original game, The Advance of the Reich, you get the 104 scenarios. 114 or something I counted to it. Here's 37 that are available right now, and there's going to be more. So do keep this in mind if you buy this game, and get this mod installed, because this is going to be growing and growing, and they're going to be adding some stuff here, and it's going to be cool to play on the side. And suddenly the whole game just becomes a lot bigger. So right. Play by bloody email. So let's do that. Click that thing in there. And I already sort of thought about, because there's some new cool things here. I mean, you got Ethiopia here in 1935. Some more Ethiopia there. You got Ukraine, Eastern Slovakia there in the March 39. Hungary suddenly attacked Slovakia. You get to play those units there. But there's some really big ranges of turns here. It's some pretty big battles, I think. I haven't had a look at anything yet, but if you look at like 20, I think there's something like this one big one here, or there's a few of them. With like, yeah, this one here, like 60 turns. The first tank battle. So this is southeast of Brussels, May 13th, 1940. The German plan of the sectors called for an assault by airborne and shock troops to take Fort Eben Email. This is a famous commando attack to when they took this fort that they thought thought it was impregnable. But the Russians, they had these special forces that landed on the roof of these things and blew holes in the in the concrete there, and sort of overwhelmed the defenders and took control of these forts. So that's pretty cool. But 60 turns, so I guess that's pretty huge. Yeah, there's another one, 60 turns there. So there's some pretty big ones there. But there are, if you look in here, see, they have documentation covering these big scenarios. So I guess you're going to have to read them to really understand what you're supposed to be doing. And maybe there are some certain things you have to activate during this. Like, this here is actually a weather mod as well. For some of the scenarios, actually tells you that you're going to be using a certain type of weather mod implemented. So I am not very good at this. I mean, I'm not the person to. You're gonna guys have to figure it out yourself. But I sort of played around with it a bit and got the hang of it. But what you basically, there's, let's see if I can find something here that actually says that you're going to be using different kind of maps. I mean weather. So what the hell? I found one before and now I just can't find it. Maybe Norway. No, not Norway. There was one. I found one that it said that you were supposed to be using a certain weather mod. Let's see, where was that? Maybe I have to go down, like Red October, maybe. Uh, the test? No? The heck was it? Azul? No. Typhoon. Yeah, here. Here's one. Like Typhoon here. It says uses frozen terrain mod. That means that you're going to have to activate that mod in your... okay, I'll show you real fast here. So I'm in the new sort of mod gamed version, and there's a little file here. It says that in this description how to do things as well. So anyways, here it is. So if you double click that, here you can enable these different kinds of mods, like terrain mods. So you wouldn't get the winter one and activate that. So what you do is just basically press it and then move it in here, because now it's using the Panzer Battles, the base terrain mod, basically. And these are made specifically for different kinds of things. That's how I understand it, at least. So, right. Okay. Enough mumbling. Let's see. So let's do this. Let's play by email and try this out. I never played any of these scenarios, I think. I mean, there are some. Like, I noticed that this Rosarine. This must be the same scenario. But they have sort of changed it a bit with these new the new implementations they made into this. I mean, they have made improvements. I mean, different like I think the armor and like armor penetration values and different kinds of. There's more weapons. I noticed in this game they've added like hand grenades and different kinds of. And there's also a different kind of. Let's have a look at this changes maybe. No, this is just the default changes. They've added different kinds of weapons and different kinds of ammunition load for like main guns and tanks and stuff. So, I mean, there's plenty of improvements and different things they're playing around with here. That's pretty cool. I like it. So you're going to be seeing differences for sure when I fire this sucker up here. I'm just looking for a file, maybe what it says, what they've done, but. It's probably in here somewhere. I just can't find it. Anyway, so there's going to be differences here, and that's cool. I like that. So let's see. I was actually thinking about this because when I read this, it sounded really interesting here. It's 15 turns. It's the Battle of the Warta Line. It's central Poland, September 6, 1939. For 2 days, the Poles desperately tried to hold a line in the vicinity of Warta and Widawka rivers, but were gradually pushed back. However, the stubborn resistance of the crack Polish 10th Division was threatening to throw the German invaders severely off their time schedule, and might enable the Bosnian army to escape almost certain encirclement. Determined to break through, the Germans brought up heavy reinforcements, including the elite SS Lieberstandarte regiment, and attacked once again. Best for head-to-head or German attacker. So head-to-head is... I mean, you could play that by email then, I guess. Because I don't think anyone particularly says it's better off suited for play by email. I mean, it says head-to-head, or if you want to play this versus the AI, you should play, for instance, the Ethiopians there. Or if you play here, you should play the Germans to attack the Poles. That's what they recommend. So let's try this one, man. Alright, boom. Right, so it says Russian and Axis here. I mean, obviously the Russians are the Polish here. We're going to have fog of war, of course. And so I haven't actually discussed with my opponent what side he wants, but I'm just taking the liberty here of trying to Polish out. Why not? I'm going to be attacked by crack SS troops. It's going to be crying rivers probably, but what the hell? Let's try this out. I guess I do have the advantage of being in a defensive position, and the Axis are attacking. Rules. I'm going to have them all on. I do like these optional rules. It adds a bit more flavor to the game, I think. Definitely that vehicle fire over is good. Variable ending, I do like that because sometimes the scenarios feel short. And we're going to have the alternate fire density, quality loss modifier. Maybe, yeah, let's leave it on. Let's leave them all on there. So these optional fire and assault values is that what it does, it calculates a mid value of the rolls. It doesn't peak from different. I think it adds more realism to it. Look at the manual for these optional rules. Okay, so I'm going to be the Ruskies, or I mean the Polish, and let's see what happens here. All right, so okay, end of play by email, local control. Okay, so I guess the Germans go first here. So let's save this as a PBM battle, and yeah, I'm going to replace that. Battle file is ready to be emailed to your opponent. Okay. Right. So let's have a look at the troops here before I cut this, and then I think I will have to cut and paste these videos together as the turns come in, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to be the Polish here. So there's some German exit hexes, so they're going to be smashing through here. All right, we can already see some troops down here. So right off the bat, you can see here. This is new. They got the hand grenades there. So there's some 12 guys there. There is a 50mm mortar we can spot. Lots of infantry forming up here. What it looks like to be a complete platoon of SS soldier. There's 12 more guys there, and we're spotting a Panzerkraftwagen 1B. Yeah, these early tanks here. This is 39 invasion of Poland. So this was like a common tank. These light tanks. I think they had twin machine guns on them. So pretty devastating firepower, and they were pretty fast as well. But the armor was lousy there. So what do I got here? Right, let's have a look at this. We have what I like about this is it says it's in Polish here, and that's cool. They're keeping the original language here. That's pretty awesome. Which means I don't understand nothing, but adds to the realism, I guess. So let's have a look here. We got second platoon. It says Popor Panzer, some guy here with the binoculars and pistols. He's like a man in charge in here. We got headquarters second platoon there. And we have a machine gun group. This is the guy who's in charge of that. 5 guys manning this machine gun here, the WZ-30 caliber machine gun there. So that's cool. We got a machine gun there. We're in improved position. So this looks like a headquarters place. All right, right up there we have 19 men. Yeah, the Polish like platoons or sections were pretty big compared to like say the Germans. That standard of 12 guys. They have 19 men in these. So they have the rifle there. They have a this light machine gun and granat. I guess that's maybe, are they rifle grenades or hand grenades? Yeah, could be rifle grenades. Or just hand grenades. And 19 guys there. We have this granatnik. This is like a mortar, like a light mortar. So 46mm heavy explosive mortar there. We got a little team there. Improved positions. We have some more guys over there. Are they part of this? Yeah. So this is the second platoon. They're over here. Got some guys here. They're part of this. So some guys have reached down here in some buildings. There's barbed wire. Doesn't seem to be any minefields anywhere. We got another mortar team set up here. It's good. So what we got coming in here? We have the first company commander here, captain. He's a captain. He's in charge of this whole company. And this is first platoon, I guess. No, third platoon. It's third platoon over here. Yep, third group. Yeah. And we have some guys on the far right flank here. Sort of the same setup. We have mortars group there. We have a heavy machine gun there, 19 guys. We have a guy there. He's the boss of that. And his little staff of 5 guys there. Anti-tank rifle. That's good. Alright, so we got some guys there. We're going to hold this line. And the crack SS are going to be attacking here. It's going to be tough as hell, probably. They probably have some artillery support. I don't think we have any artillery support. Oh, okay, so now we know that the Germans do have that. Okay. Do we have anything arriving? Let's see here. Scheduled? Nothing. This is what we got to defend this. And what do we need to win? Let's see. We need at least 50 points for a minor. So we need to inflict a heck of a lot of casualties on the enemy. And 70 plus to win. I mean, to get a major there. Right. Cool. Right, it's going to be exciting, this. We're going to be playing against a human opponent here, my gaming buddy Ash there. And it would be more fun to see a PBEM game, I think, than sometimes just play against a computer. So I'm going to cut it short here, and I'm going to be sending this to my opponent, and be right back, I guess, when he's done with his turn. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next part. Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is the Mac, and welcome back to the channel. And the continuation here of the Advance of the Reich, the World War II mod that's been available at the Wargaming Blitz Club. This is a play-by-email game. Versus my friend Ash there from the club, and we're checking that out, and the mod, and playing the battle. So let's get right into it and start loading that up. So what you do, you start the game, you go into mode, and you select the play by email, and now you can open the file, because now it's searching for PBEM battle files, and here they are. So, boom. Let's open it up, and it tells you, do you want to see the Axis battle replay? I sure do. And here we go. Resuming operations. Alright, so the, okay, the Germans are opening up with that artillery barrage that we actually saw by mistake there when I was checking out the different menus when I was about to end the last video. So we had some intel there that the Germans would have some artillery support. Well, not so surprising since they're actually attacking this line with the crack SS troops. So for you guys who haven't seen part 1, this is a part of the Polish campaign, 1939. The Germans are attacking a very stubborn sector of the line. Where they with the Leibstandarte division, I think, the crack SS troops are attacking here. I'm playing the Polish, and I'm going to try to fend them off here. So, alright, he's moving up some troops here. Yeah, we saw some of these troops in the initial setup. We had eyes on him, so we know there's about a platoon of SS soldiers here moving up. This could be new. We're going to have to check that out. So what the computer's doing now is actually replaying the turn there. And okay, we saw something over there. We did see something here as well. End of battle replay. All right. So we're at turn 1 now. It's my turn 1. So the Germans actually had the first go in this fight. All right. Support exists in this scenario. So we do have support, apparently. Good stuff. Right, we're back. So, yeah. For you guys who didn't see the, let's see if we can bring that up. The information. Let's see, selection. Maybe we can read about the battle here. Yeah, this is Warta here. So it's the battle for the Warta line there. So 2 days the Poles held and desperately tried to hold off a line in the vicinity of the Warta and Vidaka rivers. So the SS Leibstandarte regiments are attacking here. So, yeah, that's what the story is. Right, so my troops. So I opened up some fire there. Looked like my mortar team. Yeah, this mortar here opened up. Fired a couple of shots there. There was a heavy sound or something that was coming from somewhere. Maybe it was these anti-tank rifles that opened up. That it sounded almost like a gun firing. So, right. So what's it moving up? 12 guys there. They're armed with the Kar 98s, submachine guns, light machine guns, hand grenades. Yeah, it's going to be tough to fight these guys back. What do they got here? They got that's the Panzerkraftwagen 1B there. Yep. It's got some guys there with the leader. That's a 50mm mortar there. Another squad there. So, wow, there's actually 4 squads. 12 guys. There's quite the soldiers here advancing. About 48 guys running up here with mortar and support team and a tank. So something was moving over here. We disappeared. I saw something here as well. So let's have a look at our forces here. What do we got? So we have a couple of platoons, like 3 platoons holding this line here. There's no minefields. This looks like a really open sector here. This is not looking good. If he's moving stuff up here, it's going to be dangerous. What do we got here? We do have platoon guys here. This is who is he in charge of? So he's the leader of this mortar team here. We do have a platoon here. This is the company commander of the whole company. We do have a platoon of guys. I have 5 guys there. The headquarters platoon there. 19 guys, and this guy is a 3rd platoon sergeant there. He's in charge of these guys. 6 guys there. This is sort of part of the headquarters section, I guess. And we have my main guy over here who's in charge of this platoon here. And I'm not sure what... Yeah, he's got his own headquarters there. Now, who's this guy? 19 guys there. Okay, so he's part of that, right? So they sort of spread out. We need to get these guys down and start manning these... okay, we have a building here, protection 6, protection 12, that's good. So is this, but there's woods right outside there. We want to have a field of fire here. Alright, we'll deal with that later. Right, let's see what we can do here. So we had some support. Polish, we got Polish mortars. 81mm mortars. So we got 3 missions. Let's start calling those in. Alright, so they're going to be arriving. We're going to have to hit these guys. Let's see what we can do here. Right, let's see what we can fire on at what. Alright, so these guys have eligible targets. What's their line of sight here? Let's see. So these guys are in cover. Can't see them. Yeah, so the weapons... The WW2 is actually an old licensed... It's actually a German... this is the predecessor of the Kar 98. So the Polish made copies and on license of many weapons from from other nations. And this Browning is actually the American BAR, but with Polish modifications. And these are hand grenades. This is like a defensive grenade here. And this... There are 2 different types of grenades there they can throw at range 1. They have rifles and machine guns, so they're kind of basic there. Range is 13 on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's a long shot for a rifle there. But the BAR has range 40, so they're well within the half range of the BAR there. What's he got here? 12 guys. So we're good to clip that guy, that leader. So let's fire some shots here. What's that booming sound? It's kind of weird. Must be sort of a glitch in the sound. I mean, is that the sound of this? The BAR? Woo! We killed somebody with the BAR. Let's fire at this squad. Okay. Ouch! Dang! That Panzerkraftwagen fired back. Killed one of my guys. He was actually carrying a hand grenade and a car and a rifle there. Not good. All right, let's fire the remaining shots with the rifle. Okay, so that's the sound of the rifle. Okay. It sounds like an explosion when it hits the ground there. All right, we lost a guy, but we also killed somebody here. It looks like we killed somebody out of that headquarters platoon there. 6 guys left. Let's move on. Right, here we have a bunch of things that can fire. Let's see visibilities here. Okay, we got good visibilities here. This guy, they're in clear terrain. This is good. We do have this heavy machine gun here, the 30 caliber. This is also actually this was actually a version of the American 1917 30 cal machine gun, or yeah, I think 1917 or something. This is a Polish version of that. Let's take that 30 cal. He's got penetration 7. I mean, he's got this tank here. Let's lay down some machine gun fire on these guys with the heavy machine gun there. Low 0. All right, no casualties. Oh, that mortar fired around on us. Oh shit! One guy got killed. Well, somebody out of the headquarters platoon. Right, this is not starting so good. All right, these guys are disrupted. Yeah, they got a casualty there. Now, we do have this anti-tank rifle. The range is 8, which is terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we're out of range for the tank at the moment. So this is bad. All right, one guy down. That rifle there. Maybe this guy can pick up the rifle. He's got a pistol, range 1. It's useless. Maybe he should pick up a rifle. See if we can do that. He's carrying his pistol there, so yeah. All right, he'll keep that. All right, we can fire with the normal bolt rifle here. Let's fire at these guys. They're firing back. Ooh. All right, these guys are crack SS. They will fight to the death there. All right, so that was it. That was not good. Let's move on. We've got another squad here. They're fixed. Right, this 50 millimeter is kind of dangerous, but this squad here, he hasn't taken any casualties, not even disrupted or anything. Let's lay down some fire here. Let's use the rifle and the machine gun. Actually, let's use the machine gun on the mortar here. 0. Ouch! Dang! That tank has killed a guy there. Man! Right, no luck with that. Let's use the rifle on these guys. Right, we shot a guy, he died. Got a casualty there. No. Alright, so we lost a guy. Oh well, moving on. We got the mortar. This is kind of a unique one for the Polish. This 36 mortar. It fired a small shell, only like 46 millimeter shell, so it's sort of inferior to the 50. What was good about this was it was pretty mobile, easy to carry, and you could actually load it and fire. Run around with it with it actually loaded. The German equivalent, you couldn't have a grenade in the tube as you were moving around. But this one you can, so that was pretty cool. What's the range here? Range 20, maximum lethality 46, penetration 6. So I don't know about. I don't think we can knock that Panzer out, even though it's pretty lightly armored. Let's use this mortar here. What's the range? 20. It's good. Let's fire. So these guys, they're disrupted now, which is good for us. We should maybe. What about this mortar? Maybe we can. If we're lucky, we can knock that out. Let's fire around here. Nothing. All right. Let's fire another round at this. Killed. Whoa, that's good. Actually caused a casualty on that mortar team. There's 2 guys left manning it. Or some caused casualties. Maybe fire at this squad as well. Let's lay it around on these guys. Woo! Nice. We got somebody. It's good. Some guy armed with the submachine gun there. That was good. Moving on. We've got another squad here with BARs and the bolt action. So these guys, we can see them. So that's good. Let's get. They're still ready there. So let's fire at these guys. Ooh, 2 casualties, man. Oh, he lost the guy with the light machine gun there. That was good. These guys, let's go for them as well. 0 casualties there. Let's go again. Alright, we got one. Got one guy there with the Kar 98. Good. We've got the mortar team here. So I guess these mortars can fire out of line of sight, which is good. So this is the only force we can see. Range 20. It's a long shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, so they're well within range here. Excuse me. He's got something fresh here. They've taken casualties. Maybe go for this. Let's try and hit them. Oh. Let's go. Boom. That was a miss. Yeah, that was a miss as well. And let's go for this. If we're lucky, it scatters here. Ooh, it did. Nice. 0 though. Didn't cause anything there. Alright, moving on. What do we got over here? We got a mortar team. And we got the BAR and bolt rifles. So that means we can fire with the mortar here. I wonder if anything is within range here. Let's see if we can hit something. I think that's part of the maximum range there. Wonder if we can hit over here. No, that's out of range. Let's go for this setup down here. It's a pretty far shot there. That was a hit. Hit the hex. Don't think we caused anything though. And that's it. All units considered. Alright. Okay, not too shabby. Let's do movement. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff in here. Excuse me. Yeah, this has a range of 8. I want to hold fire there maybe on this. I wonder if they will fire on the infantry. I don't know. Let's just leave it. So we're not going to move anything out of there. All units considered. Alright, so we cannot move these guys. They're still fixed. They haven't been activated, which is a shame. I want to start building up some sort of defense around this something here, because that was worrying, seeing something moving out there. Right, we called in our artillery. Well, we do have another anti-tank. How many anti-tank rifles do we have? We have 1 there. Yeah, I don't think we have that many. So they are pretty precious, those anti-tank rifles. I think we do. We have 1. There's 1 there in the back there. There's barbed wire there. We have one in this group. So there's like 3 anti-tank rifles. I think we only have 1 machine gun, though. We do have another heavy machine gun here. Or medium machine gun. I wonder if you have anything moving in. That's all we got. 2 machine guns. Alright. So that wasn't too shabby there. We cost a casualty in the mortar team. 2 guys got hit here. Another 2 guys got hit there. 1 guy was hit there and 1 guy was there. So that was pretty good. And we know. Oh, we've lost 3 men as well. We know we cost a few on him. So all fun. All right. So going to end it here, and I'm going to see what my opponent does. So we'll be back in the next video and see what the Germans do.